Welcome to the DoubleACS Daily News. There's a new artist presenting in the Attleboro Arts Museum's Community Gallery. We spoke with her to learn more about her work.
My name is Susan Potter and I live in Rehoboth. And this is a series of watercolors, some of which have collage elements in them, that I did after I purchased a photograph book done by a woman in the 60s who I think probably was doing her own developing. And she altered the negatives such that the plants were kind of distorted and a little washed out. I was just learning watercolor and very, very intimidated by it. And I thought, well, I think I could do something like this. There are 11 pieces here, and I would say that they have been done over a 12-month period. I do the drawing first with what's called a masking fluid, and it's kind of like rubber cement. You squeeze it out, and if you have a drawing, you follow the lines of that. If not, you just kind of make it up as you go along and wait for 24 hours for that to dry. And then you come back and start your watercolor, start filling in the artwork. When that is all done, and this is kind of the fun part, you get to rub all the rubber cement off. Probably 15, 20 years ago, started off just taking drawing lessons. I was getting ready to retire. And like most people who are getting ready to retire, there was the question of what shall I do? And so I started taking drawing classes at the Eastside Art Center. And I have met some wonderful people there. I went to a collage exhibit by a woman named Hiroko, who is a wonderful collage artist. I took lessons with her, and you know, once you start playing with paper, you kind of get addicted to paper. I will say that collage is really my first love. I can draw, not perfectly. You know, it's not like I was 5 years old and I started drawing people. I really think that there are people who can do that and are excellent artists. I have friends who can do that. But you can learn to draw, and it takes a lot of practice. The funny thing is, watercolor is not something that I love. I never expected to love it because it's a complicated medium for me. You have to be patient, and I'm just not that patient. And layering is really a skill. You have to really know how your colors are going to layer together. Never mind the color wheel, it's really the transparency of the paint or the opacity of the paint that's the most important. So I'm still struggling with it. This is probably as good as I'm going to get, sort of freewheeling and fancy-free. I feel really blessed that I love this museum and I like volunteering here. It's kind of the perfect size. They have a lovely community and they do a lot for the community in Attleboro. They have a lot of activities. They change their exhibits quite often, which is really pretty amazing. I was really fortunate to be given the opportunity to put some of my paintings up here. It's a wonderful museum. If people have not been here, they should certainly take the time.